Hey, what's up? I just wanted to tap in with a quick video, just some ideas are on my mind and keep the content flowing. So I said that in this that I was gonna come with some style hacks, some style tips on this channel, but that's not what this video is about. But it's just a style tip. So what I learned is that like I got like long hair, like dreadlocks, but I think that a lot of people, like some people say like this and that about a bad hair day. The reason you have a bad hair day is because you wear your hair the same way all the time. So anything's gonna get played out or tired out if it's the same thing all the time. So you wear the same hairstyle, you got the coolest style, but you wear it the same way, and that energy, you feeling like that, people looking at you like that, it's gonna get played out. So you gotta switch it up a little bit. So me, I can pull my hair back and it looks like a little bit like almost like feminine and neat and nice, or I can let it fly and it looks like dreads and it looks like badass like that. So what I do, if I'm actually walking somewhere where I don't know people or it could be dangerous, I tie it back and I more so look sweet like that. And sometimes I'll have better experiences and meet cool people like that. Then I get off somewhere that's nice and safe, like a hospital, or that might be the most dangerous place. But you get somewhere that's safe, then you let it fly, and you look more like a badass where it's safe, and you look more safe where it's more dangerous. That's just a little style hack, just for a pro tip like that. Yeah, when it's good to go and it's safe, yeah, let that shit fly, look tough. You go somewhere that's actually tough, yeah, you better tie that shit back. And now so there's just a style tip, but it's actually real life like that. It's a style hack. But then, so like some things that were on my mind is, trying to think where I want to start. Is one is that, so like some people would say like this and that, beggars can't be choosers. Actually, no, only beggars are choosers. Because if you think about it, when you you wouldn't think about something as paying for something as begging for it, but actually it kind of is, because on the face of it, whatever you're paying with, it's not worth anything in that moment. It's worth credit later, but right now, as you're handing it over, it's worthless. It might be like electricity or like paper money, but it's worthless until it gets redeemed later. So you would imagine like you're somewhere, like you're around, like you're at a restaurant and they got real food, real cooks with real skills. And then like a wealthy person walks in, the actual president of the United States walks into a restaurant. He's looking important, he got a secret service, and like he's whipping out his wallet like he owns the damn place, but actually he's asking for it. So he's more so asking for whatever value's there and giving something that's worthless, but it's still good based on credit. You're the president, that's worth credit. You have money, that's worth credit, but you're not giving me a damn thing. You're just giving me paper or like electricity. So you're actually still begging. So I just wanted to point that out, is that actually we're all beggars in this life. And if you think about it, like when you have a job, right? So let's say you don't have a job. You don't have a job and people look at you as a beggar, and they're not trying to help you out, but you still have freedom. You have time on your hands, you have freedom. And freedom is worth anything, because you can achieve anything with freedom, worth any amount of value. You can achieve value with freedom. But what you do is you give away your freedom to have a job. When you have a job, you give up all your freedom. You're worried about, you're concerned with the job all day long. You give up your time, which is the most valuable thing. Then your energy, which is the second, almost equally valuable. So you give your whole life to your job. But at the end of that, they give you a little bit of credit so that you can go and beg for something. But you're a smoother beggar for having a job, because the beggar, they just walk in and ask for it. And a lot of people aren't trying to help that. You walk in and you ask for it, but you also had soldier ask for it. So now you're at least respected. They may not really truly respect you, but they show you respect when they give it to you, and they give it to you without much of a problem. So that's what you just sold. That's what you just sold over for that. So I just wanted to point that one out. But another thing I want to talk about, and is balance. So this reality is perfectly balanced, otherwise it wouldn't exist. And so because of that, you can appreciate the validity of anything, but also the dynamic range and the likelihood, and you can test something by numbers. So like me, for example. So within the last couple of days, I hiked the equivalent of a marathon, over 26.2 miles in Southern California, around like a lot of hills. If I just said that out my mouth, and it's the first time I did that and I hadn't trained for it, most people be like, man, yeah, you just walked a marathon? Yeah, right. But what I would say is that I had been blessed with a free instrument because I was in California, the one of the homes of rock and roll. But I had landed on hard times as soon as I got there, and I found a place that donates instruments to musicians that are on hard times or don't have a residence. But it was far away from where I was at, and I had to walk there, and I had family, but I wasn't getting help with the ride there. So I left and I walked there, it was 30 miles, but I only made it 21 miles, and then I got a blister on my foot and I couldn't walk any further. So, but I was like, damn, how far did I just walk? So I Googled it, and it had been 21 miles that I had walked. But then I took a bus from that point. Then I got the instrument. I went home on a train, but I'm not from that area. So I landed in the wrong place. Then when I landed there, I was asking for directions, and like some sturdy veterans had just got back from a baseball game. And they're like, where are you trying to go right now? Man, that's far away. Things are closed. These trains aren't running no more. I was like, and I was running out of battery on my phone. I was like, would you at least know where there's a Denny's at where I can like get something to eat and like charge my phone? Yeah, man, come with us, man. We'll give you a ride. So salute to those veterans. One, for their service. That was like a 30-year veteran of the Navy. But also salute to them giving a ride to a man about to be up on hard times, and stranded that they didn't know. Because that's actually a sign of respect and danger that they took, letting a dipshit ride with them that they don't know. So salute to those men. But then when I got there, I spent some time there, and I had to further walk to my hotel, and it was another 4 miles, but it felt like 5. So I walked 21 plus 4 feels like 5 is near about 26.2. That's a full marathon. That's more believable based on the numbers. 21, get your ass lost, and then walk another 5. That makes sense. Another one would be like, so another way you could tell something by numbers is like, so some things are like once in a lifetime. Only so many people have jumped out of an airplane before. Only so many people have got their ass shot at before. But you meet someone that got shot before, and you say, okay, you got shot at before. How many times did you get shot at? Likely they wouldn't say one time, because if they said one time, that sounds likely, but it would have been murder she wrote. They got your ass with one shot and you don't remember it. But if you actually remember getting shot at, it was likely more than one time, because if you're here to tell a story, they likely missed you with the first bullet.